Hello Spooners, welcome back to the Media I Consume series. Today we're looking at the media I consumed on the 19th of January 2026. Spoiler warning for TV later on, but you'll hear about what it is later. Anyway, let's get started with the music. Yesterday, I listened to Hold Up, Don't Hurt Yourself and Sorry, all by Beyonce. They're the only one-off songs I really got round to listening to. However, listen to three, why am I doing that? Albums, starting off with The Day Is My Enemy. No, I didn't, that's not what it's called. It's called, No Tourists by The Prodigy. And here's what I thought about to No Tourists by The Prodigy, their last album, and it's good. They do leave us on a bang, The Prodigy. I liked 6 of the songs, those being Light Up the Sky, No Tourists, Fight Fire with Fire, Time Bomb Zone, Champions of London, and Give Me a Signal. Just fantastic electronic music. Yeah. So that's 6 out of 10, 60%. Well done, The Prodigy. Rest in peace to Mr. Flint. Then afterwards, I listened to my first 2026 album, maybe one of the first major 2026 albums, Robbie Williams' Britpop. And I kind of thought, Robbie doing Britpop, will it be any good? Probably not, but hey-ho, let's find out. So I listened to it because I have to. Anyway, here's what I thought about it. So I just listened to a Robbie Williams 2026 album, Britpop, and it's not very good. I mean, it's not Britpop either. They're like two, that's kind of a rock song. It's just not very good. It's Robbie Williams. I mean, he's not been that good since what was his last... Since Sing When You're Winning. I guess Rude Box has got a couple okay songs, but yeah, no, it's not that good. 1 out of 11 at 9 point. I think it's 1 out of 11. Let me just check. Yep, 9.09 for Mr. Williams. But yeah, I did listen to it. I promise. I wouldn't lie. No one would lie about listening to the new Robbie Williams album, would they? It's not very fucking good. That's good. Innit? Yeah, fine. And then I'm going to see Suede next month. But I'd never listened to them fully. I'd listened to Animal. I'm going with my dad. I'm not going. And I did some working out, and I can't listen to my next artist off of this bastard in time to have listened to them. So here's what I thought of Suede's greatest. Just listen to Suede's greatest hits, and they have got some bangers. Animal Nitrate, obviously. Beautiful Ones. Trash. Metal Mickey, The Wild Ones, We Are the Pigs and Can't Get Enough. All great songs. Very samey, and it was a very long... I technically only listened to the first disc, but that was still over 75 minutes. So they clearly think quite well of themselves, the Suede lot do. But it is quite a good album. So yeah, that's the last album of the day. Thank fuck. That's all the music I consume. Let's get onto the YouTube I consume. First off, I watched the most powerful DLC character in every LEGO game by Rugged Eagle. Now, sorry, I find Rugged Eagle's content quite nice. He just talks about the LEGO games. It's just pleasant, you know. Sometimes you just want something pleasant to get around one of the drudgery of life. And then I watched the Wrestle Talk News, where they talked about hilarious WWE AI blunder. AEW released a new star, and the Royal Rumble surprises get leaked. Now, I don't think that the Royal Rumble surprises are real. Because, I've seen the pictures, that's not that impressive of a Rumble. It's just guys. I mean, it might be a great match, but I think there'll be more. Jericho is going to be at the Royal Rumble. He just is. And then I watched, hitting at something later on, The Unexpected Brilliance of Napoleon Dynamite by The Beat Goes On, a channel I've watched pretty much. I think I've watched everything on The Beat Goes On channel. So that's fun. I like Mr. Beat. His history stuff, I take or leave half of it, because it's American podcast. Forget about the history stuff, so that's fun. But yeah, his video on Napoleon Dynamite, very good. Obviously, link in the description. Then finally, I watched Why Comedy Is Still Funny Without Them Realising on the Coulier Cave channel. Basically talks about the Roganites and how they're not actually funny. And here's all things I fairly agree with. Most American comedians aren't that funny because they're always they're not punching up. Like I think Stephen Fry said it best on Comedy Between Britain and America. in Britain, you're always the butt of the joke, and in America, there is no butt of the joke. It's just, hey, except like Norm Macdonald. Like, there are a handful, obviously. Norm Macdonald's great. Key and Peele, I find, from time to time, enjoyable. But yeah, like, there's handfuls, obviously, and there's a handful of British comedians I fucking despise. I think Ricky Gervais, you know. But hey ho, that's comedy. Anyway, let's get into the books. I read 3. I need to stop doing that. I'd never do that in the real world. Why the seconds there a camera? I'm a fucking dickhead. 3 chapters of Dice Man, chapter 58, 59, and 60, and it's not going very well. He tried to do some weird slavery thing with another woman, didn't really go well. She kind of fucked off. Then he got interviewed about the escape, and then he basically is another extract from the Book of Die. So he's gone fucking mad. Anyway, let's look at the film. You'll never be able to guess what film I watched. Napoleon Dynamite. I watched this on a DVD my dad made. So that was a bit of fun. But yeah, here's what I thought about it. Hello, Spooners. I'm making an egg, and I've just watched Napoleon Dynamite. It was very good. I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4.5 stars. I thought it was a very enjoyable film. I really like how odd it was, and how it was a very, very stiff film. And then obviously at the end, spoiler, he busts some moves out. Vote for Pedro, basically. I thoroughly enjoyed it. 4.5 stars. Recommend to anyone who likes odd films. Not odd like, oh my god, it's The Room, or oh my god, it's, I don't know, Evil Bong. Or just like, it's a bit disjointed, but in a good way. I don't fucking know why you listen to me. No one's watching this anyway. Before you ask, yes, dinner was nice. Let's look at the TV. Major spoiler warnings for Creature Commandos here. I watched episodes 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 of season 1. All of them. I put them here. The absolutely heartbreaking season 1, episode 3 episode of season 3, episode 3 of Creature Commandos. And G.I. Robot died. He was literally my fucking favourite. It had his whole backstory about how he was made to kill Nazis and bounce around people after the war, and then found people, and then they happened to be Nazis, and it was quite sad he had to kill them and go to prison. He did nothing wrong, he killed Nazis. Then on his last start, he died doing what he loved. He loved killing the Nazis. Hope they bring him back somehow, but that bitch, she deserves it. Whatever they're going to do to her in this episode, the killer, hanger, crucifier, she killed G.I. Robot. She deserves to be shot at many times. Just watched season 1, episode 4 of Creature Commandos. This episode focuses on the Weasel and how he was just trying to play with the kids and he was trying to save them. But also, the princess is evil and the Creature Commandos are now off to kill the princess. But fucking G.I. Robot, permadeath, he was the best one. I assume this episode is going to probably be Phosphorus's backstory. There's only a couple left next episodes, but yeah. Just watched season 1, episode 5 of Creature Commandos. Fucking hell. Creature Commandos. And first of all, my big thing, we saw Clayface, animated Clayface. So I don't think it will matter in the Clayface film, which comes out September 11th. But it mainly focused the commandos going back to that country to kill the princess, but also Flag and Frankenstein. And a bit of Frankenstein's backstory when he lived with the gypsy woman and then murdered her. But only 2 episodes left, so probably gonna finish them today. So tomorrow I already know what I'm watching tomorrow, but so tomorrow I can just do that and just chill. Just watched Creature Commandos season 1, episode 6, and it was very good. We saw Phosphorus's backstory throughout the film, and they're now hunting down the princess. The two girls, I can't remember the fish and the bride. I can never remember the fish's name. They went into a brothel and killed some people who came to fuck with some of the prostitutes. And yeah, we saw Phosphorus's very sad backstory. But now they're all off to hunt the princess. Rick Flag's in hospital, but Frankenstein's there. It's all kicking off, mate. Frankenstein wants the bride. Rick Flag's in hospital. He's probably going to come right at the last second. And the other ones are all trying to kill the princess, but the Frankenstein wants the bride. Oh, I don't know what's going to happen. There's only like half an hour left and I'm done. Just watched episode 7, the season finale of season 1 Creature Commandos, and it was good. Thing that I nearly completely forgot happened until the post-credit scene. Frankenstein meets them, and the bride just fucking evaporates her. The film centres around... That's just a bit that I have to get off the back, because he's hardly in it. It centres around Nina. I finally remembered her name. Her backstory. And I'm thinking, oh, that's nice. We've got a little backstory for everyone. Oh, dear. They then go to kill the princess. And they do try. Nina has to do it because obviously she's water. She swims because of her backstory or whatever. It's even sadder. She goes to stab the princess, but the princess fucking parries it and kills Nina. And as she's killed Nina, the bride gets a call from Wallace saying, don't do it. We got it wrong because of the Clayface stuff. And then the bride goes and fucking beams the princess, saying, you're a cheeky little bitch. You've been working with Clayface. You're a cunt. Kills her. Bang. Dead. Not alive. And then they go back to prison. But now there's a whole area for them. So the bride obviously got Weasel, Shark Lads there. One of the people from one of the latter episodes. Because the only people alive now are Phosphorus, Weasel, and the bride. But lo and behold, my boy and yours, G.I. Robot is back. That's right, G.I. Robot is back. My favourite character. He's the best. And yeah, I'm looking forward to season 2, which I think's coming out later this year. Obviously, I know Lanterns is meant to come out mid-year. But yeah, only a little couple of more things, and then I'm up to date with the DCU to start other things. So yeah. Wow, what a lot of telly I watched. And then I also watched Taskmaster Champions of Champions 4, which had Matthew Baton, Sam Campbell, Maisie Adams, and the other two. It's very funny. I really enjoy Matthew Baton, Maisie Adams, and obviously Sam Campbell. He's a fucking lunatic. But yeah, that was very good TV. Taskmaster's great. It just is. Anyway, that's been all the media I consumed today. A lot of TV, but today, when I'm recording this, something's coming out on the Netflix, and I'm technically up too early to watch it because it's not out till 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, depending on which fucking source you read. So that's fine, but that'll be pretty much all of this time tomorrow. I'll be like, I watched all of this. Here they all in a row, like Creature Commandos. But yeah, thank you for watching. I've been Keith Spoon. You've been the lovely Spoon Nation. Remember to tell everyone you've ever met. Go into your Instagram followers or your Facebook if you're old. Whoever the third oldest person you have to say, hey, look, go watch this Keith Spoon guy. He's quite funny. Please, I don't want a real job. Evidently, otherwise I won't be doing this at 25 to 8 in the morning. And remember to like, comment, subscribe, and consume.